Hey, you guys, how are you? This is the Jackie Jackson. OMG. Oh, it's early, isn't it? Or should I say it's late? It depends on your outlook, right? Anyway, I am so excited to be live with you guys right now. I have not been on live in like a good minute. And I figured, okay, let me get on live with you guys right now before I get too busy in this world, right? So I wanted to just make some phone calls and just talk about some stuff. Hey, Whitney, how are you? Oh my gosh, everyone's signing in. They signing in. Will just signed in as well. Thank you so much, Will, for joining us. All right. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys so much and all of the love you guys give. Hey, David. Hey, David. I miss you. You are so in my prayers, David. All right. Love you dearly. Hi, Lorna. How are you? Lorna is checking in. Hello, 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 everyone. So I am so excited. It's Saturday morning, and I just checking in real quick with you guys before I start my day. As a matter of fact, my day started at 6 a.m. So, I'm lying. I already started my day. I've done so much already. But for a lot of you, you guys are also starting your day right now, Saturday. You're getting ready to do your Saturday errands, your chores, all the stuff that we wait until the weekend to do. All of those cool things, right? So I have Lenore on the line. Hey, Lenore, how are you? Fabulous, Lenore. She is amazing. When I say amazing, I mean amazing licensed professional real estate agent in Brevard County. So you guys, you need a house, you need something, you need a realtor, you need an expert in that area, you need to give her a call. All right. So big shout out to her. I see Silas. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. Thank you for joining us. And Yesenia, how are you? I know it's a Y, but I think it's pronounced like a J, Yesenia. All right. Because I go to Puerto Rico all the time. I don't know where you're from, but I think that Y sounds like a J. So thank you guys for logging in, giving me all of the love. Tag your friends, share this live. Jackie buys homes. That's me. I'm a real estate investor, and I am here to share some amazing, amazing wisdom with you guys this morning. And I want to just include you all in it, okay? So no, I ain't selling nothing. I ain't selling nothing, so you don't gotta worry about me trying to make you an offer or something like that. But I will. Because that's what we do, right? Right? We're all sales professionals. But seriously, no. This morning, I'm actually kind of like debriefing my mind from an amazing evening with my Get It crew, okay? So who are your Get It crew? Who is your Get It crew? All right. So what's the definition of Get It crew? All right. So your Get It crew is all the people in your life that supports your vision for your I am. All right. So the title and the purpose of this live today is to talk about the power of I am. Those two words, period, can change your life forever, can change the projection of where you're going in your life for the rest of your life once you use them in a positive way. Those two words are so powerful. Anytime you use them, you become anything that is stated directly after them. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does to somebody out there. So I am rich. I am prosperous. I am abundant. I am healthy. I am loved. I am the best mother on the planet, right? I am everything that I want myself to be versus I am so fat. Oh my gosh. I am such a dummy. I am just technology like dumb ass backwards. I am I just can't stand, I just can't do this. I am not the person for this. I am not a public speaker. I am not great with video. I am not great with technology. I am not this, all right? So the power of I am is extremely, extremely important in your life. And how you use those two words will determine the type of experience that you have in your life. All right. Whatever comes after those two words is what is manifested in your life. Okay. So this is a reason why I'm bringing it to you, because it's been laid on my heart. Now, you guys know that I have vision boards, right? I do a lot of vision boards and I write my goals down and I do a lot of meditation and visualization, but it didn't always start out that way, all right? I too struggled with a lot of internal self-limiting beliefs throughout my career. Whether it was in banking, when I was a VP of banking, I had like, tremendous amount of staff, a whole bunch of people that I was responsible for. And even inside with all that, gust of personality that people seem to like love about me, that's my gift, I still didn't feel like how I felt and how people perceived me on the outside. Interesting, isn't it? Right? So we beat ourselves up all the time internally and not really recognizing the power of who we are by using those words, I am. So I had to surround myself. I had to make some changes. I had to really, really make some changes and align myself with a Get It crew. So who is your Get It crew that supports your I am? So when you say I am to them in a positive way, they celebrate you. They celebrate all of you and all of your success, whether whatever comes after that I am phrase is in your life at that moment, at the time, whether it's seen or unseen, they celebrate you anyway, right? So 2019 is coming just like around the corner. What are we, like 48 hours in, or or it's a countdown time, isn't it? Or 72 hours, I don't know, we gotta look at the calendar. But the point is 2019 is just around the corner. It really is. And if you don't have a Get It crew, if you don't have people in your life that are supporting your positive affirmations and your I am statement, then you really need to address that. You really need to purge your circle, right? Anyone that really isn't committed to seeing you be successful, then you need to take a really good look at your circle and define if they align with your vision or not. All right. So it doesn't matter what industry you're in, or if you're insurance, if you're in sales and you selling cars, you selling houses, you doing credit repair, you doing all kinds of stuff. Or maybe you got, some kind of store or something online. I don't know what you do. I have so many connections. You guys are so amazing. When I go through your pages and your comments and stuff, I'm like, oh my God, these people are so wonderful, so amazingly talented, right? So there's a lot of talent. There's no shortage of talent out there because you all were born with talent, period. Got it. It's already there. You have it within you. All right. The problem is maybe your I am statement for your talent is not aligned. They're like this. They going every other way that they're supposed to instead of going like this. So how do you get your I am to align with who you are, that you believe that you are on the inside? That's a good question, isn't it? Many people struggle with this. So here's what we got going on. So I just want to give you some real quick tips. Fair enough? All right. So one of the first things that I did, I invested in a really cool journal. All right. So this journal just happens to be a product by Dr. Stacia Pierce, life coach to women. Right. So she's one of my business coaches. So I love her dearly. So I know her personally, but you don't have to be a client of hers to have this journal. You can go to her website and get it. But the cool thing about what I love about her, her journal is that she challenges everyone in her circle. Right. So you need some people that's going to challenge you too. Right. So she challenges everyone in her circle to write 101 goals. Yeah, you heard me. 101. And challenge you to write 101 goals. Get it? Guess what? Not just for the year. Oh no. Per month. Yes, I said per month. So you're going to use one of these bad boys every single month and write your goals 101 times. And that's something serious right there. That is serious, some serious stuff. So when you start sitting down to write your 101 goals, you're like, well, wait a minute. Do I even have 101 thoughts? Do I even know 101 things that I want? That was my problem, was like really focusing and targeting specifically on my I am. Like what it is, what do I want? Like you have an idea. Sometimes you have a gist of what you want, but you don't really have a clear, defined, like specific, identifiable thing that you want. And if you want to actually be successful, you have to be specific in what you want. So writing down 101 goals really forces and challenges you to be specific in what you want, right? With your targeted positive I am, okay? So here's how I found it easy to actually write 101 goals every single month. Crazy, but true. I broke it down into 5 categories. Thank goodness. I did. So it was kind of like, 20-ish goals per category. Does that make sense? And my categories, the first one was my family, right? So the first category is family. What do I want to do? How do I want to live? What kind of goals do I want for my family? All right. How do I want to interact with my family? What do I want to do with them and spend time with them? And I made it like qualitative as well as quantitative. Okay. So what does that really mean? I was really specific with the goal. So I didn't just write down some, spend more time with my kids. Okay, great. But what does that mean? All right. So an example of that for me was every 3 days, right? So I'm busy, my kids are busy, something like that. So every 3 days, I wanted to sit down, have dinner, cook with my kids. They need to be cutting up some kind of vegetables. They need to be doing something for their meal, okay? They need to be participating in some way, all right? So the way how I made it a quantitative SMART goal, I said every 3 days per week, so every other day, right? My kids and I will cook together, talk together, sit together, and eat together. All right. So that's a specific goal. So that's a goal that went into my family category. Now, the next goal I had was my business goals. Like, what do I want from my business? I'm a real estate investor, but besides flipping houses, what else is there to do? What else? All right. So I teach people how to flip houses, how they can be successful, how to use the no money down strategies, no cash, no credit, all that creative stuff that you see like on TV and everybody flashing all those like ads in your timeline, all that kind of stuff, right? So I teach that stuff as well. And I teach you how to be successful so that you are profitable the first time, right? So I have a whole lot of business goals and I had to expand my desires in my business and diversify and add more services. So what does that look like? If I'm going to add more services, add more value, give more of myself in my business, what does that look like, right? So I had 20 goals in 2019 in that category for business. So what's my next category? All right, so we're talking about 5. Category number 3. Category number 3 was my travel goals. Hey, we got to go somewhere. So I had 20 things on my bucket list that I wanted to do in 2019, right? I am a global traveler, right? You see the power of I am? I am an international traveler that enjoys every single continent in this world, right? Every continent has something to give. The power of I am, right? So the 4th category was my achievement goals, right? So my achievement goals. Now you may be like, well, Jackie, achievement, what does that mean? All right, well, guess what? You want to accomplish something that means something to you, right? So everyone's achievement goals are pretty different. Maybe you want to go back to school. Maybe you want to take a couple of classes, not necessarily get a degree, but maybe you want to get certified in something. That's value in that too. Maybe you want to win an award, right? The Forbes has the 40 on the 40 or the 20 on the 20 or the 30 on the 30. I mean, whatever it is, right? You want to be the best at something. So put that down. Maybe you're the best, like, peanut butter and jelly maker and you could make 100 sandwiches in under 60 seconds. I don't know. You need to write it down. Put your achievement goals down, what you want to achieve, all right? And make it quantifiable. And Jackie, you're like, well, what is it quantifiable? It has numbers in it, people. Numbers. So you can track your success and know if you're actually like close to it or not close to it at all, right? So it can't just be just like very generic. It has to be specific, all right? That's how you're going to be able to track if you are getting closer to achieving what you want, because I am an achiever, right? You are an achiever. All right. So what's the fifth one? My fifth category was my income goals, which was really important to me. And my income goals and my business goals are not the same thing. All right. So my business goals will be all of the different services, the value, like the expectations, like my networking, who do I want to connect with, all those the places like I really want to take my business. That's my business goals, right? My income goals was like, all right, I want to have 50 new clients by May at this amount of money, right? So that's what you need to be writing down. It has to be very specific to your industry, what you want to do. I want to flip or renovate, I should say rather, right? So I want to renovate 25 houses in 2019. All right, so I would have to divide 25 houses by 12 months. How many houses is that, you know, per month? And I have to do like the backwards planning on that. How much marketing do I need to put out in order for me to get these houses on the contract? And then what are the resources and the requirements to actually manifest that goal in my life? Does that make sense? Like, how do I align myself with my private lenders, with my institutional lenders, if that's what I need, if I need to borrow money? I choose not to borrow money to do my deal. So there it is. You guys know it. I'm really hardcore on that. No cash, no credit strategies. All right. Let's make some money without using any of our money. All right. So I'm really, really focused on that. And I teach my clients how to do that as well too. But the point is, you have to be really, really specific in what you want. So your income goals has to be specific as well. Long gone are the days when you're like, I want to make 5,000. I want to make 10,000. I want to make $20,000 a month. All right. That's great. How? With what? By doing what? You know, what are you going to do to get those goals to actually be a reality, right? So write out your 101 goals, all right? So it's 2019. It's time to make some changes. If you've never done this exercise before, if you've never done it before, it's actually extremely, extremely powerful. It will change your life. I promise you it will. It changed mine, all right? So 101 goals, and then break them down into 5 categories. 5 categories are family, right? Family. And in family, you may have a subcategory of faith, you know, whatever it is that may be, it's up to you. I have family. I have business goals. I have income. I have, travel. And then I have achievement. So those are my 5. That's the 5 categories that I focused on to break down my 101 goals. And it's like 20-ish goals within each category, plus or minus, right? Because some have more than others. Then the next thing that I did is I chose one thing that I really wanted to accomplish, right? So the way how I do it here, I have my vision board for the one thing that I really, really want, my heart of hearts for 2019. So my vision board, here it is. I did this last night with Sherry Summers and Regina Buckley over at K&B Bookkeeping. There it is. Ooh, can you see me? It's so big. It's so big. So I did my vision board. And where people struggle with creating vision boards is because they want like everything on the board. And when you put too much on the board, and when I say too much, I'm not talking about too much pictures or too much words or anything. That actually, the more the better, because it's a descriptive visual process. What I'm referring to is putting more than one thought, more than one goal on the board. All right. So your vision board needs to be goal specific. And no one ever said that you can have more than one vision board. I had like 10 of them up in here. There's like a million of them in here, and they're all for different things. So for my international business, I have a board that describes what that looks like for me. What do I want my international business, my global network to look like? So I create a board specifically that addresses addresses those types of desires in my life. Then I have a goal for my real estate business. What does that look like, right? Then I have a goal for, I don't know, my personal stuff, right? What my family looks like, what I want everything to look like, what my love life looks like, right? You guys out there, you're always sending me messages in the DM. Come on. Anyway, so I even have a board for that. everything you need to have a board for. Whatever it is that you really, really want in your life, all of your goals, you need to have a board that describes and really identifies in a visual way what you want in your life. It is so overdue, you guys. So overdue. So if in 2018, all the way up to 2018, right? So we had a whole bunch of years that passed already, and you haven't accomplished some of the things that are on your heart that you really, really want to do, it's time to make some changes. It's time to get uncomfortable. And a lot of times the uncomfortability, is that a word? I don't know, maybe. I don't know, I'm making it up. But the uncomfortability of your situation is because you don't want to do these things. This is it. You don't want to do this. You don't want to sit and graph out your destination. Really plot it out and create a map of how you're going to get from point A to point B, and then from B to C, and then C to D. We just want to get all the way to the end, and we don't got no plan of how we're going to get there. I mean, come on. That's just not how it works. So I implore you guys to sit down, write out your 101 goals, create the categories that are important in your life, and break it down to its simplest form for yourself, and quantify it as well. Put some numbers behind it. Everything, put some numbers behind. Even your travel goals. You say you want to travel to Europe, right? You want to go to London. You're like, okay, well, I want to go to Great Britain by this summer, right? Because it's like a rainy place for some reason. So you want to go when it's warm. At least I do. I don't know about y'all. All right. So you want to go when it's warm, and you want to do a 14-day stay at a 5-star hotel with 3 of your friends, your besties, 3 of your friends from your Get It crew, and you guys want to do X, right? So that's very, very specific, right? It's date, it's time bound, it's you have a duration period, you have, an idea of the type of experience that you want to have, all that stuff. So it's really, really specific. So that's the reason why I'm sharing this with you all, because you got to be really, really specific. And when you are not specific, that's when you run the risk of actually not achieving your best life, right? So it's all about living your best life. Yay, that's my jam. Live your best life, people, okay? I don't sing. I flip houses, so forgive me. But live your best life, all right? That's what you guys need to do. So this is Jackie Jackson, the Jackie Jackson from Jackie Boss Homes. We're having our 3-day boot camp. Miss Christine Baker is on the team for that, and I love that lady. She is so, so awesome, amazing. She has some great wisdom and knowledge and experience that she is going to be sharing with us at the boot camp. So it's February 22nd to the 24th, and it's in Orlando, Florida. And then she and I will actually be doing a U.S. tour. Woohoo! You guys want us to come to your town? Mm-hmm. Just send me a DM, but don't be sending me them other DMs. Don't do that. But send me a DM if you want me to come to your town. So we can do a workshop, and we can share the knowledge and the wealth and the wisdom, and just really pay it forward and teach you how to be profitable and successful and live your best life through real estate investing and flipping houses, not using your cash, your credit, understanding all of these strategies, how to actually put them in sequential order so they actually make sense, okay? So in addition to the 3-day boot camp, guess what we're also going to do? We're going to take you on a bus tour as well. OMG. All right. So a bus tour. And why we're doing that? So we can make it real and tangible for you guys. Okay. So it's not just like classroom information or theory. We're actually going to take all of those concepts and match it up to an actual live house. How cool is that? That is amazing. So everything that you learn, you'll be able to apply those strategies to real properties and really understand how to determine value, how to estimate repairs, how to make offers, how to speak to sellers, how to market the property or your equitable interest, right? If you're only going to be assigning your contract, how to do all of those things and make it real and actually be able to flip houses when you are finished with that whole process, right? So the way how you grab your tickets and grab your seat on the bus is at cashflowyourlife.com/3, the number 3 days. So that's cash flow your life, because that's what we want, right? We want cash flow. We want mailbox money. I want to be sleeping in my bed and be like, oh, just got a deposit. Hey! So cashflowyourlife.com/3 days. All right. The number 3 days. All right. So sign up. It's coming up in February. It's in Orlando, February 22nd to the 24th. And don't be telling me, oh, Jackie, I don't live in Orlando. I live in Nebraska. Okay. Orlando is warmer than Nebraska. So you need to come on down. Come on down. Make it a family event. And there's plenty of things to do in our city here in Orlando. You're making a vacation out of it. And trust me, it'll be an experience that you do not want to miss. So if you even live out of town, don't worry about it. There's plenty of things to do here in Orlando that could supplement your opportunity to really make the best out of this educational opportunity for you to learn how to cash flow your life and make more revenue in 2019 and really change the trajectory of your income for the rest of your life. I mean, seriously, it's a no-brainer. I'm just saying, I would come if I was me. Anyway, I love you guys to pieces, not to death, to pieces. All right. So I love you guys to pieces. Come on out. And remember to use the power of I am. Don't forget. It's important. All right. Talk to you guys later. Enjoy your Saturday. Bye.